Minecraft allows you to do pretty much anything to bring your dreams to life, which can manifest as good ideas that redefine your world as you know it, or on the flip side, bad ideas that can end in a disaster. Now, I went to build my nether tunnel to my candy factory mega base, but I didn't realize it had a huge flaw that could threaten to scrap it all. So, as the saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, and that is exactly what we did to turn this disaster of a project into one of my best builds I've ever made. Anyways, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode on the AfterLife SMP. My name is Cash Money, and this is episode 17. I say we go ahead and just jump right in. First, I want to remove the old portals here, and then set up our portal where I think it's going to be. Of course, we don't have the mega base filled in, but I don't know. Maybe we'll go like right here or so. We'll save these coordinates, and then we'll build our portal at the corresponding coordinates in the nether. Like this, hope it syncs up. Oh, it did not. That is not a good sign. Well, maybe if we light our portal up here and go through, it will work. Please? Oh no. Okay, we'll get rid of this portal then. So surely if we go through this time, it works. Yes. Okay, good. Whew. I was a little nervous there. Although, you know what? When I was on the nether roof, I should have set up a beacon, because we need a beacon to dig everything out here. Voila. You know, maybe I should just blast a hole to bedrock. That would be a good idea. Then I have access to the nether roof from my nether hub. That makes sense. Surely I don't accidentally blow myself up doing this and lose all of my valuables. All right, here we go. Let's see if it works, please. Nice, there we go. What was I ever stressing about? Anyways, with our side quests accomplished, let's actually start working on this. First, we gotta dig out this spot, so let's roll a time lapse. I didn't realize I was going to make it this big. I don't know if it's going to be this big. What I do know is that we have some big plans for this big space, and nothing could ruin it. With our Candy Factory Mega Base, it's going to be colorful, it's going to be bright, there's going to be lots of moving parts, it's going to be so cool. However, if we're going to build bright and boldly, we need resources. And of course, with our Candyland theme, we need colorful blocks, which oftentimes costs an arm, a leg, or sometimes both. I think the hardest block to collect is the block of raw gold. Of course, I'm trying not to die right now, but you need like a ton of gold ore just to make one block. Unique colors in Minecraft are hard to find. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh no. Ah. Oh shoot. Like I said, unique colors are hard to find and dangerous apparently. Hi, skunk.
You need help? Hop on.
Sure, thank you.
Where's your base? This way, right?
Yes.
Whoa.
What? I got the whoa from Skunk? Well, thanks for the help. Sorry, I got a dip. Oh, look, there's my stuff. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. That is bad. That is bad. Okay, I have a bow. That helps. He's literally like a zombie cache. Okay. Whew. There we go. All good. We are going far and wide across the Minecraft lands. And lastly, we have the Pale Garden, which, wow, this is a big Pale Garden. Hey, that's nice. We need to find some of the creaking hearts so that I can get some resin. Oh gosh, I forgot how creepy these guys are. I have to say, I'm really glad I spent all this time preparing for this nether tunnel project. I think it is going to be really cool. Jay!
Where you at, Cash?
Right here.
Where? Where's right here?
Right here.
Ow!
I dug a big hole. Do you want to go see it?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, come on.
Why are you digging a big hole?
I'm gonna build my nether tunnel for my mega base. Yeah, like a kind of a candy factory sort of tunnel, you know?
You've already dug the hole?
I have.
What level did you dig it at? Like, is it at like this level? Is it where we're gonna be building the nether hub?
Yeah, connected or same level as the nether hub, so it all connects up, right?
Let me see what you're working with here first.
Yeah, so just like the same level as the nether hub.
So like, I hate to break it to you, Cash, since like you just spent all this time digging, but like this is just a temporary nether hub level. It's not, you know, like prior to the season started, we decided that we're gonna put it in like the nether rack ceiling thingy below the bedrock.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
at least you didn't build anything, right?
Yeah, I just spent like, you know, 3-4 hours digging this hole. Well, thank you for letting me know before I got it built. So yeah, this is not going to be another hub. We have to pivot today. I was so excited. We were going to have these bright candy designs on the floors and some build stone moving items in a sort of factory manner. But it's fine. I was talking to the others and they helped me come up with some ideas. Jay was like, oh, wait, the nether hub's going to be higher up. And I was like, oh, shoot. Well, I already dug out this hole. I don't know what I'm going to do now. And now I'm like, oh, what if I did farms?
They're going to fill this whole thing up with farms then.
That's, I didn't think about that. I was thinking about putting them in my mega base. I could fill this up with farms and then like put a glass floor and like you just walk over all the farms.
That would actually be sick. A glass floor with a bunch of stuff below.
I feel like that has some legs. I really like Uni's idea. I think it would be great to take this mess up of a project and turn it into something a lot better. Like we mentioned, colorful blocks are hard to get, so we could maybe add a bunch of farms for those sorts of colorful blocks, and then build the factory up around it, so it looks like we have the initial resources needed to make the candy in our candy factory mega base. Later, we'll build our actual nether tunnel above the factory, and then use the foggy glass floor effect so that we can peer down and see what's going on underneath us. Now, building our factory is going to consist of two parts. First, we are going to create the basic farms, the bare bones, make it nice and easy, just make it work. And then we'll do a second pass to make it into our candy factory, add all the technical components, and because this is going to produce the preliminary resources to make our candy, it's going to be looking a little rougher than our actual candy factory. But with that being said, we have some cool tricks hidden up our sleeve. So like we said, we're going to have a bunch of different segments scattered throughout this entire thing. We're just gonna have one segment leading to another and to the next and to the next. I think we want to fit like 7 or 8 inside this hallway, which sounds like a lot, but these are just going to be mini farms. We are going to want to have just a nice line of hoppers running along our base that is going to make sure that all of our resources will get transferred to the storage at the end. But anyways, our first farm is going to be a mushroom farm. Now, I can't say I've ever built a mushroom farm before, so I will be using a tutorial by S. Martin. And there we go. That's the farm itself built. Great, so now we can make this look pretty, and I think it would look nice with some lodestones, give this kind of a factory vibe. And then it would be good to add like a striking feature to the side of this. Maybe we can do like a giant mushroom. I want to use some bright blocks, that is for sure. Make this thing really pop. Transition it to something a little darker as we go down. Oh yeah, that is looking awfully cute. I love it. So yeah, we're just gonna make a bunch of these. Now for this next one, it is going to be yellow, and I think we need to do just a bit more digging to actually make this work. And that is because I would like to make a hexagonal pattern, which is kind of hard to get in Minecraft. I don't think this sort of shape is necessarily perfect, so we can just do a little experimenting until we get it right. Then we get to build up the walls. Anyways, what is yellow and shaped like a hexagon? That would be a honeycomb. We do have a bunch of beehives in our starter base, but I'm just going to go ahead and pick these guys up. Oh no, all the bees are dead. A bunch of them are. Oh no. What is up with that? Okay. Well, we need to go get some new bees. That's just not okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah, you guys go in there and I'll take your beehive. Look at that. I know I just saw bees go in, so yeah, there should be a couple. Hello again, my magma cube friends. You guys just never seem to catch a hint. Ow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shoot. Well, this is kind of awkward now, isn't it? You guys are in the way. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. I don't want to die again. No, please. Please and thank you. Anyway, bee farms are really not that hard to make. I'm just running in circles because I said it was easy and now I can't remember how to build it. Okay, well, we have been productive. We got the farm made, it a little bit beautified, but then of course we need to fill in our floor. And here we go. We have our factory, our little wall, everything going on. Anyway, next up we have cactus. Of course, lime is going to make a lot of sense. Although green probably makes more sense for the walls. It's kind of dark, so we're going to go with something bright bright and cheery. Now, I do want this farm to be able to produce cactus flowers, so we need to do a bit of redstone. Here we have a little cactus farm by Mortings. This is a cactus flower farm, so we don't just get cactus, we get cactus flower, which cactus is overrated, cactus flowers are not though. Add in our basic factory details, and finally our little wall mural. Our next segment's going to be pretty small, but it is going to be nether wart. Of course, going for red walls for that lovely red color it gives off. Add our nether wart in nice even rows, and then we have a nice rendition of nether wart. Well, we have 4 of our rooms built, but we still have 3 more, so why don't we roll a quick time lapse and get all of those done real quick. So recently my channel blew past 2,000 subscribers, and we're past 2,800 now, which is crazy. So I asked you all, what do you want to know about me? And y'all did not disappoint. Starting us off, what is your favorite Minecraft block? That's a hard question. I would say recently it's been granite. I just love how it has like an orange, red, brown texture. You can work it into so many different block palettes. Next up, how did you start playing Minecraft? Love your videos. Well, thank you very much. I started playing Minecraft in 2019 with some friends. It was your classic 2-week phase, but I got way into it and was really sad when they stopped playing. So I created a bunch of worlds on my own, but then I felt like I wanted to share that with somebody, so I made my channel and here we are. Oh boy, we have some rapid fire questions from All Out J. If you weren't a Minecraft YouTuber, what kind would you be instead? I'd be a variety streamer who uploads like edited videos from their streams to YouTube. I used to love watching Valkyrie, Hassan, Fusli, just a bunch of creators, and I think that would be a really fun YouTube channel to have. Who's your favorite AfterLife member and why is it me and not Ash? And Ash asked, who's your favorite AfterLife member and why is it Ash? I think you misspelled Ash and meant to say Cash, and then yes, you'd be right. As for what kind of update I would like Minecraft to add, I would honestly like a colored lighting update. Who was the first Minecraft YouTuber you watched consistently? That would probably be Mumbo Jumbo. But I also love green and take a lot of inspiration from Geminite. That's all for now, but we have plenty more questions coming later. Wow, that was a lot of work, but we have 3 more rooms, including our big storage room. We can have some fun with our design, making a little sniffer nose for our sniffer farm, having a chorus fruit for our purper farm, and of course a little copper golem for our storage. Now, it's just the bare bones. We don't have any decorations in right now, but let's get these up and running. And for that, we need a bunch of mobs. For one, we get to go to Uni's new shop. Uni's Uncraftable Loot Shop. This shop just sells uncraftable loot. So let me get my diamonds. How much are sniffer eggs? 4 diamonds per egg. That's not too bad. I think we'll buy 2 sniffer eggs. So that is 8 diamonds. We can place our 2 sniffer eggs in our sniffer enclosure. And then I quite literally need 45 stacks of glass bottles, which I think I have some. Okay, I have a good amount of glass bottles, but we can go down to our villagers to get glass for the rest. And I won't lie, this part makes me nervous, having to put all the beehives into our farm. Well, I guess first I'm going to productively procrastinate by loading all of our dispensers, which unfortunately or fortunately that doesn't take long to do. Then grab all of our beehives. Hopefully these guys all come out. Oh yeah, they're coming out all right. These guys are like all trying to get out the door. I do like that we made a little bee for our wall. That thing is adorable. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we have that up and running now. And I guess that means all of our farms are up and running, but they all still look pretty ugly. We definitely need to do some decoration. So why don't we turn all of these farms into a factory? We want to have these little sorts of walkways kind of running along each of our little farms. So then the next question is, how do we build a catwalk? After all, this is going to be a factory, so we want it to kind of fit that aesthetic, but it's also a candy factory, so it has to be fun. So how do we do factory that's fun? I'm glad you asked, because I don't know. Well, it took some figuring out. We'll go for a little walkway design like this. We have a nice little ladder to get up to our walkway, and then once we have it in, it will span the length of all of our farms, which should be perfect. Here is our second walkway. Number 3, and I really should have added these first because it is so much easier to navigate this build. Here's number 4, 5, number 6, and finally our last bridge. Okay, so getting that done is like having our fruits and veggies, now we get to get into the main course. And for that, we have some plans. I want to talk about this really cool design I saw by this YouTuber called Mistappear. Of course, the video is linked in the description, but basically we can take advantage of actually copper golems and the fact they have a really tall head, which admittedly sounds kind of weird, but hear me out. We can use copper golems and their big heads to create a actual conveyor belt in Minecraft. Basically, we make one big loop of track, have some of it run along where our conveyor belt's going to be, and we need to loop it around. Then we take some slabs and put them above our rail like this. This is going to be our actual conveyor belt. And then to kind of cover up the sides, we can just add some shelves with some trapdoors. And then from there, we get our copper golem. We can, you know, shine him up, go over here, put him in our minecarts, and then if we just go over here and look, he has to go on a ride real quick. Let's wait for him to come back around. Yeah, there he is. You see his head go by. And if we can continue this sort of illusion going along our entire thing, then we just see this little sort of copper head running along our conveyor belt, almost looking like an item is running down our conveyor belt. And this is what we want to use to make it look like we're transporting all of our items from our different farms to our storage area. Now, the copper golems are cool, but we can actually have iron golems put a poppy on our copper golem's head. What I'm gonna do is just summon in a bunch of copper golems and we will let them sit here while we are busy elsewhere. And hopefully when we're done, I can come back and get all of our copper golems with poppies. Anyways, for the meantime, we are just going to work on establishing our factory sort of aesthetic. Keep it colorful, keep it fun, but make sure it looks like a factory. You know, we are producing all these items. It's going to be very technical, lots of wires and machinery going around. Now the copper golems, being the little buggers that they are, will try to escape the very first chance they get. So as any good rule of thumb in Minecraft goes, if you can't control it, well, lock it up. So it's going to be up to us to lock these copper golems up as much as we can. Strong emphasis on it being a good prison, because I can barely get out of it. They're trying to channel my inner mumbo jumbo here with different gradients, different blocks, really try and make this all blend together, look amazing. Add a lot of bits and bops that you don't really know what they do, but they have this cool look to them and look very official. Anyways, we do enough placing and here we go. Here's our nice little factory, lots of stuff on the walls, very busy, and we have our two conveyor belts where items are going to come out and then can be sorted into our system. And so we will go on and on, keep adding to our different rooms, making them more industrial. Maybe we can create a sort of entrance and exit to the conveyor belts. Make it look like our finished items are coming out of some sort of chamber and then being modified in the next one. And I love these little grow lights. It looks like we're trying to, you know, really maximize the growth of our nether wart, and having this light just brightens it up a bit. Of course, add our little worker, and there you go, good sir. Anyways, we have our cactus farm, and there's our farm enclosed and different stuff on the walls, and I really like how we have a little sort of caution walkway along here. Anyways, get our copper golem online, and there we go. We should have a working farm. Well, a working farm as long as I hook it up correctly, but now it's hooked up, and there we go. And we have our mushroom room, which is already very busy, so I don't want to add too much to this. And there we go. Just have our little conveyor belts and some mini systems. Similarly with our sniffer farm, I don't think we want to have too much. I think we just want to emphasize the nature part of this, maybe have some stuff on the walls, and of course our conveyor belts. As much as possible, I do want to give my builds a realistic look to them, so maybe we can add some sort of like belts thing going on. I guess something like this, and then maybe we have some extra components kind of going out to the side. Also, the sniffers most definitely like to be a part of the action wherever I'm going. They're right there with me, don't you worry. Like a dog, it's like, what are you doing? Can I join, please? And there we go, we get something nice like this. Fits very well, it just kind of complements what we have going on. I like it. Then we have our prepper room, which is definitely our biggest, and I feel like we can do a lot with it. So why don't we go ahead and roll a time lapse. What does your perfect dream day look like? Let's see, my perfect dream day is honestly to get up, run a couple of miles in the woods, like just enjoy some time in nature, and then just get to work building some sort of Minecraft thing I'm inspired by. Oh boy, we mentioned him already. Ash asked, what's your favorite kind of soup? I'm not really a soup guy, but like tomato bisque, I can go for every once in a while. What's your least favorite number and why? I would say 3 because it's an odd number and they're like, it's just so boring. Whoa, wow. I am so happy with how this turned out. Of course, we have our conveyor belts kind of in the corner, but we just have all of these modules, this stuff on the wall, just like factory stuff. You don't really know what exactly it does, but for each one, I just had an idea in mind and tried to make it come to life. Like we have some cogwheels, maybe turning this like turbine. We have some more cogwheels up here, maybe like a lift kind of being driven by that. A little robot on the wall. I love this guy. I don't even know like what he is, but he looks so cool, just hanging up. Just a bunch of wiring. It was just letting that inspiration drive me, and I feel like we decorated this room very well. Well, we have no copper golems with poppies on their heads. It worked in a creative world, but not working now. And you know what? That's okay. Anyways, we have our final room to do, the honey room. This is another big room, so let's roll another time lapse. Final round of Q&A. What is your favorite animal, and what's your favorite fact about that animal? My favorite animal is a polar bear, and a fact I like about them is that when a polar bear and a grizzly bear have a baby, it's called a pizzly bear, which I just think is so cute. And then lastly, if you hadn't joined AfterLife SMP, where do you think your content would be? It would definitely not be where it is now. I have learned so much from just being around some awesome creators. They teach me a lot, push me to be a better version of myself. I'm just very lucky. Now, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I hope I'm a full-time content creator. I don't know where I will be, whether that's AfterLife, maybe Hermitcraft, but we shall see. Thanks for asking your questions, everyone, and let me know if you have any more. And there we go. There is our very last segment, looking awesome. But I feel like I've really gained an appreciation for just building like whatever, like building what inspires me. Like I just have an idea, like I want to create another lift, so we make that right here, maybe have some light columns going on. It just is like a very like freestyle, see what I can make it in this kind of factory aesthetic, and we get something that looks like this. But we still need to add the rest of our stuff for our conveyor belts, and of course, we're gonna do our copper golems, but we also have a mod on here that lets us make mini blocks. We can't do it with every block, but we can do it with a lot. Like, yeah, glowstone, enchanting table, and if we just put it on our head, yeah, we have like an enchanting table on our head, which is funny, but I think we could do something with this. So maybe we can just gather a handful of blocks that kind of fits the aesthetic, and then get some zombies, use some dispensers to put it on their heads, and put them in our system. Okay, we have some converting to do. We need to get some zombies. I'm getting attacked from so many angles. No creepers, please. All right, get in the hole, please. And then we just need to put the thing on your head. There we go. Okay, we're getting attacked from like 50 different angles, but we also have 3 zombies. No, the phantoms. Pop that on you. Oh, okay, you got the hat. That's good. You know, I think certain zombies just don't accept hats, which is okay. Okay, we are going to take what we can get and bring you guys over. Ow, ow. Okay. You guys need to follow me. It's nice and easy. Just follow me down here and hop into your minecarts that you will live in for the rest of your miserable little lives. There we go. We got 2 of them in. Perfect. Push you onto our route. We'll push our second zombie onto the tracks. Yeah, get you on there, buddy. Let's see if we can catch a glimpse of them both going by. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. That is so cool. We just have these 2 items from our factory getting passed along our conveyor belts, sent to the rest of everything. Let's add a couple more copper golems and really kind of sell the idea of this place. We'll wax a handful of these guys up, and they get you put on the tracks. Hopefully they go the right way. Yay! And here we go. Look at them just whiz by. Isn't that so cool? Oh my gosh, I love that. Add 5 more copper golems to our other side, and they're going the wrong way. Oh, maybe, oh, they're going the right way now. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I do think it's important to maintain the illusion we have going on here, so I just want to replace our trapdoors with a bunch of shelves. That way we have a bit of a curtain hiding the magic going on right here. And yeah, I like that a lot more. Well, I am loving the copper golems, and the zombies add a really cool aspect to this all, so I think we should go add some more. Maybe play with some more heads, ancient debris, prismarine, some other stuff. Trying to get this guy in the hole. Oh! All right. It's fine, everything's fine, and oh my gosh, we have a ton more zombies just wearing all types of different heads. There's prismarine, there's ancient debris, let's see, yeah, emerald. We just have so many, and this looks so cool. It just gives so much life to this build that it didn't have before. And with that, we can call this place done. I am so proud of it. Our 8 different farms, they all look so good. I love our little murals on the wall, just how each room is customized to what is going on in it. I just love this so much. I feel like we turned this disaster of a project into, seriously, one of my best builds ever, which is something really cool to say. Of course, we will add in our nether tunnel later, but we should probably wait for the nether hub to be built. I think I learned my lesson, not going to get ahead of myself when it comes to that. But anyways, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. We got a ton done today. I feel like this turned out so much better than I thought it could. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. Anyways, as always, thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day!